Hi, I am Mandy of Madcow Designs. It is Friday, October the 3rd, 2025, and this is Stitch 88. I want to start with thank you to everyone that has already purchased my new pattern. If you missed the announcement on Instagram, I have released on the 1st monster mesh socks, and it comes with a bonus pattern of a scarf, which we're gonna have to talk about. Y'all, that's all I can say, y'all. It has been so much this week. Words. This week has been wild. The 30th, I was fighting with technology to try and get patterns uploaded. On the 1st, buying the pattern, every time my phone went ding and I'd look at it and I go, and my husband, you sold another pattern, didn't you? Maybe. And he would just smile because, I'm a small business. When I tell y'all I am small potatoes over here, okay? And every time y'all would purchase a pattern, it's yay, they like me, yeah. And then Amy of Happy Little Yarn, me and her are just a horrible influence on each other. I think we just feed into a vicious cycle. Anyways, she announced on her podcast that she was giving away 2 copies of my pattern. The winners have already been announced, so if you went and commented on her podcast that first day, go check out today, being the 3rd, and see if you were one of the winners of the pattern so I can send it to you. Anyways, the 2 of us got to chatting, and now there's a knit along. I don't know what happened. So, if you want to get all the written out details about the knit along, I have a page on my website. Go up to the menu and click Monster Mesh. It'll take you over there and give you all the details, including the Google entry form that we will be using. I know not everyone is on Facebook, not everybody's on Instagram, and then of course, YouTube. I don't think there's a way to submit entries on here. So if you go to my website, at the very bottom of that page is a Google entry form, and you're going to want to read all the details. It's technically not there now, but it should be there by the time this video goes up. I'm almost finished with the page. That's what I was doing on my lunch break today. I was putting together a web page just for y'all. Basically, if you use the pattern and you knit 1 sock, you get 1 entry. If you knit a pair of socks, you get 2 entries. You will need to fill out the form twice. I told you that it came with a scarf. There's a bonus scarf pattern. Where did I put my scarf? I shoved it in a bag somewhere. There it is. I was not expecting y'all to get so excited about a scarf pattern. I didn't know people actually still knit scarves. I don't know. The idea was in my brain and it had to come out, and I thought it would be fun to make a giant tube scarf that matched my sock patterns. So this is the one that I started with, and it's the monster mesh. I already took the needle out because I'm not going to finish this scarf. Not in this color anyways. So this is what the scarf looks like. It's just a big tube, and it is the same design as the sock, but all the way around. I like it. I think it's fun. I just didn't want this color, so I did enough to get measurements for y'all. But if you are not a sock knitter, you want to knit the scarf. For every 2 feet of scarf that you make, then you get an entry. If you make a 6-foot long scarf, holy cow, you get 3 entries, because that's a lot of scarf. That is a lot of time to actually be committed to a pattern. I don't know. I feel like people get tired of scarves, and that's why we don't really see that many of them in the knitting community. There's a lot of cowls, a lot of shawls. People don't really do scarf patterns anymore. So, if you're interested in playing along with us, then you can knit the socks or the scarf for the knit along, and I have nowhere to set this. And you can enter to win a handmade bag from Amy. She texted me earlier today and said that she found a fabric and that it's going to be a surprise. I don't even know what this bag looks like yet. I am so excited about it though. Like, she's giving away one of her hand sewn bags. Well, machine sewn, but by her hands, by her lovely, beautiful hands, this bag will be made and go to one lucky winner. That is amazing. You see why I say we are just a terrible influence on each other. We really are. That's probably a lot of the podcasters out there, though. We're all just bad influences on each other. Oh, I think that covers everything for the pattern. Oh, no. Hello. There's a discount code. If you use the code do the mesh, then there's no spaces in that. Just one word, do the mesh. Then you will get $1 off the pattern on Ravelry and on Etsy until the 8th, I think. So basically the first week that the pattern's out, you can get $1 off of it. But use that pattern, put it in a Google form by Halloween. You have until midnight Halloween. That is when I take off my costume and all the hideous makeup that I wear, and that will close for the cowl and all the entries, and on November the 1st, I'll pick a winner. Okay, 8 minutes in. Oh my god. Okay, let's actually talk about what I'm knitting, what I've been working on, because I managed to get a fair amount of knitting done since the last recording. Like, I'm impressed by myself. Toot toot my little horn. Okay, we're gonna start with the bandanas. If it makes you feel any better, I don't currently have a bandana on the needles, but I will soon. So the first one that I finished, it actually turned out really cute. I've been wearing this one a lot because, well, now it's October. This is Pretty Twisted Yarn, Hay Bells. It was named after her daughter. It is a self-striping, and it does get a little chaotic towards the back, but it's a fun chaotic. I like it. I think it's cute. I don't usually wear these. I never wear a bandana with the hair. Like, these are for my days off when I'm not all gussied up. But this turned out great. It is a pattern that I am working on. I need to do some more tweaking and counting because I messed up the next one. I don't know how, and I'm so mad that I messed it up too. This is the next one that I made. I'm calling it my Wednesday bandana. I'm sure you can't figure out why. This is Knit Picks Felici in Lisa and Silent Film. I used Intarsia. So I knit all the way across just like I always do, and then I used an Intarsia locking method where you just kind of twist the yarn around and changed colors halfway across the row, every single row. Again, self-striping yarn, and I really like it. And because it's only on half, the stripes stayed really well intact all the way out to the end. Problem is that I thought I counted my stitches. And yet, look at that. What is that? Why is it so much smaller? Like, both of these are the center line. Look at that. And I've blocked both of them. You can wear the bandana without blocking them. It fits and looks a lot better if you go ahead and block it. But look at that. What did I do? And I was so excited because this one really is cute. I think if when I put it on and I tie it underneath, I'll just shove a bobby pin through the middle of the knot, it'll lock where I tied it together at, because as it is, I keep having to tighten it back up. Like every time I look somewhere, move my head around, I have to tighten it back up in order to keep it on my head. So, it is cute though. I like it. Okay, what else do I have? This next FO, y'all did not ever see me working on. It happened so fast. It is not something I have ever done before. Yeah, I bought this t-shirt from one of my friends here in town. She has a print shop, and I accidentally bought the wrong size. I thought I was buying a large, and I bought an extra large. My shoulders are not extra. My belly might be extra large. My shoulders are not. So the shirt looked really weird on me, and it was a clearance shirt, so I was not taking it back. I paid $6 for this shirt. Is that not adorable? Well, I happen to know that I had some peach yarn, and it's nice. I knew I had peach yarn, so I went and looked up, and I knew that this was kind of like a thing that people were doing, but they were doing it with sweatshirts. I cut the sleeves off, and I added these sleeves on, which means that now it's too hot to wear during peach season, but I will wear this any time of year. This will be a lovely winter shirt that I wear now. I will put in here a side-by-side before and after of the shirt and how it fit. I want you to notice kind of like the shoulder armpit area in the photo. It's just too big on me. It doesn't, I don't like how it fits. I would never wear this shirt out like that. And while the armpits are still a touch bit big, even with the crocheted sleeves, you notice the sleeves more instead of the ill fit of the shoulder area, and it just makes me feel better. So, oh God. Cindy, I have to come visit you and wear my shirt so that you can see how amazing it is. Yarn. I got this from someone that was destashing, and it was Loops and Thread, which, is that the Michaels house brand? Loops and Thread? Eco Brights in Peach. I believe it said that it was an acrylic yarn, but it kind of has a fuzz to it. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. It kind of has a fuzz, and it feels so soft. You can't feel the ply of the yarn at all. Like, it's so cozy, and it's very warm. I had tried it on the night that I finished it, and just wore it around the house for a bit, and I started sweating. Like, it's a warm shirt, even with all the big holes. It's warm. Okay, that is all of the finished objects, and we can move on to works in progress. I feel really bad because I cannot remember the name of the wonderful lady that made me this bag. It is a Nightmare Before Christmas bag. It has a handle and drawstring, and y'all, it's got pockets. it has pockets, okay? I got it in a Christmas scrappy Advent swap, and the lady was so amazing. She made me the best Advent calendar. I've gone through my messages. I can't find her name. I'm so sorry. If this is you, please feel free to comment and put your shop down below, because I'm quite positive you sell these, but there's no name on it and I can't remember. I'm sorry. I do love this bag. It's very nice. Inside this bag, I am housing the leftovers of my Wednesday bandana, because that only took like half of a ball. So the Felici balls come in 50-gram skeins, and it only took 23-ish. So now I'm making socks. I will have a left and a right, or maybe a left and a right, I don't know. I am making an Enid sock and a Wednesday sock, and it makes my heart happy. Let's see here. I have a spider on the Wednesday one. This is from Bronze Shepherd Studio. I thought it was a sugar cookie, but it has a hole in it, so maybe it's a donut. Either way, it's a spider, and if you know Wednesday, a spider. And then for Enid, I have a creepy moon. I just thought it was fitting. So, these are going great. I am, all tangled up now. Just shove that in the bag for later. I am trying to kind of save these and work on them in the car, because on Sundays we travel and these are a lot easier to knit on in the car. So I am trying to save them, but I want to finish them so bad. So maybe this Sunday I'll get enough knitting done in the car that they'll pretty much be done and I can wear them next week. My corduroy bag from Southern Skeins is housing the Monster Mesh socks. This is the original pair that I started on, and I'm still working on, because y'all, I don't know why, but socks are just taking me forever right now. I'm not usually this slow with socks. I just keep getting distracted by all the other things, and all the other things are on bigger needles. I did finish one. So this is the pattern Monster Mesh, and the yarn is Southern Skeins. I don't remember the name of it. It was from July. That's all that the tag said, was July, right? Oh, and that's because I wrote July on there. So yeah, I'm not sure what colorway this one is. It's really pretty. It's blues and greens and a little hint of pinks in there. And that is the mini that it came with. And I'm just gonna go ahead and show y'all how embarrassing this is. I have a beautiful pattern that I have written for y'all. Great PDF, right? And this is my pattern. It's a sticky note with some scribble scratch on it. This is my pattern. Yeah. All the beautiful patterns that I could have, and I just have a scribbly scratched sticky note. So I am using one of my ball socks, which is a free pattern on the website if you wanted that. Yeah, this is a great color and it's working up really well. Here is sock number 2. I put in the heel today. I had a meeting that I really focused in. I was honed in. I was listening to the meeting, and I put a heel in. Kind of really wish that I had known about sock knitting when I was in college, because I focus so much better when my hands are doing something. Oh well. My last project to show you had a bag upgrade. What a cute little llama. Alpaca? I can't tell the difference. I don't know. This is a 31 bag that Pam gifted me years ago, and it is so wonderful for blankets. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Have one of these little squinchums that holds my needles together so that nothing falls off when I just throw bags around. Do y'all see a stitch marker? There it is. Found it. Look at how much work I've done. It has been a few weeks since you saw it, but this is like kicked back in my recliner at night. I have zero brain power left for the day. Knit garter blanket. I love it. It is growing. I am using Gem State Yarn's subscription. I have the DK weight yarn that I'm getting from them, and they send me 10 10-gram minis every month. I think they come tomorrow, maybe Monday. I'm a few months behind too. I think this bright color that I've just started is May. Does that sound right? Go back in my notes for just a minute. Uh-oh. Oh, that one says May. Ooh, maybe I'm on June. Maybe I've already reached June. That would be nice. That would mean I'm not quite as far behind. Okay, sorry. Something just went thud in the front room of the house here, and I thought it was like someone at the door, and then I looked over and the cats were all staring out the window. I think one of them was trying to chase a bird out the window and ran their face into the window. It happens sometimes. Anyways. Put that back on there so I don't lose any of my stitches. Oh, and I can move my stitch marker up now since y'all have seen it. Still a project that I'm really enjoying. Ends up I need a lot of just mindless knitting, because while I love this pattern, sometimes I need to not count. I need to just not have to remember and put in a pattern row. Like, I need absolute mindlessness. This is it. So much comfort here. And that is everything that I'm actively working on. That brings us to chatter. So I told you all about the new pattern that I've released this week. It was absolutely wild. On the 30th, I was pretty much at my computer the entire day, and by 10:30 at night, my back locked up tighter than a bank vault. Oh my god. I was still sitting in front of the computer, frustrated and going, why won't it upload? Ravelry, y'all. Had to go to another page and click some little box, and then suddenly it all worked. But it doesn't tell you to go to the other page. So frustrating. I think I spent close to an hour trying to get the pattern to just go live on Ravelry. Everything was already done. All the little boxes of all the information that you have to fill out was all done. I just couldn't get it to be like, yes, I'm here. My back hurt so bad, I went and became one with the recliner after that, till bedtime. That day, I text my husband because my bag actually locked up early in the day, and I ended up bouncing back and forth between the computer and the recliner all day long, trying to get the last bit of work done that I needed to get done. And I text him, I was like, my back hurts, I cannot stand up straight, please bring home dinner. I never ask him just flat out, please bring home dinner. And he knew it was bad. So I stayed in his recliner, actually, most of the evening, because his recliner is just better than mine. Oh, but Amy announced her giveaway and all that jazz on her podcast, and then the next day she messaged me and she's like, did you read the comments? You gotta read the comments. Y'all are too much. Y'all are so sweet. I cannot believe all the wonderful comments that, the knitting community is just a fantastic place. I love all of y'all. And that's why we completely got carried away and we're doing the knit along now, because y'all are just fantastic people to be around. So, between the pattern and work and life, it's just been busy. It's been a lot. Everything keeps happening so unexpected. Like, things get moved around from day to day, and it's a lot. I've been taking a class for work this week, which is like 2 webinar kind of things a day for like 6 days or something. It's been a lot this week. I still need to decorate. Look at that. Look, like, all I have is Bluto. I don't have any kind of spooky anything happening over here. I need to get all the Halloween pulled out, put in the yard. I need all the things. And I need my back to just finish doing whatever it is that it's doing, because I am not enjoying this at all. I have been taking Celebrex, which is like a anti-inflammatory prescription. Celebrex, Icy Hot, Recliner, repeat. Like, it's got to let go. Gotta get better. I'm gonna attempt to go play racquetball tonight. That should be interesting. I'm probably not gonna be moving very fast or doing very well at it, but I am getting better. Monday, I played hard on Monday, and I gave my husband a run for his money. I almost beat him. I was so close. One day I will win, and victory will be so sweet. He will never live it down. Are you touching my tripod? What are you doing? There's a cat down here. I thought she was coming for the tripod. Apparently she came for my blanket. Oh. It has been so nice having my husband back. Speaking of him, it's been wonderful to have him back home again. He went on 2 business trips back to back that were both a week long. He literally came home for 2 days, did all of his laundry, packed his bags, and was gone again. I don't like that. A week? Fine. If you have to. 2 weeks? No. You gotta come home. You have to spend some time with me. I get lonely. Apparently I have 0 sense of time when he's not home, because, I mean, obviously I couldn't sleep at night. Like, that's just kind of a given. I knew to expect that one. Even if I go to bed at a decent hour, I still can't get to sleep, and so I end up staying up really late. I pushed my alarm clock back an hour, so I was getting up at like 11, and that was just so that, you know, I could be somewhat awake by noon when I have to give the cat his pill. So, doggy doorbell. Okay, but ends up that without him here, not only do I not go to bed on time or get up on time, I don't eat at a regular time. I usually am always like, okay, I have to eat lunch, like have a little snack by 2 so that I can cook dinner and be ready to eat with him at like 5:30, 6 o'clock-ish. Yeah, like 4 o'clock, I'm over here shaking and like, what's wrong with you? I didn't eat. So yeah, I forget to eat and I never know what day it is. He would just call me and I would still be at work and, you know, it's 10 o'clock at night. Well, you didn't come home at 5 and make me stop working, so I'm still working at 10 o'clock at night. Of course, I also didn't get much work done during the earlier part of the day because, well, I was asleep. I finally got to sleep, you know? It's just, I have zero sense of time unless he sets the schedule. Everything else in my life is so flexible. Oh, I think I have rambled enough and hopefully y'all got a lot of good knitting done. I will chatter at you again next episode. Until then, take care of yourselves and have fun. Bye.